Hey traders, it's Hima here, and I've got chart of the week, CL futures. That is oil futures for you. Today's Thursday, May 7th, 2020. Now, before we take a look at the charts, important reminder that trading and investing can be extremely risky business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained in this video. Here you see CL on a monthly contract. So specifically, this is NYMEX crude oil continuous contract with the current front month being June 2020. And every candle representing an entire month of price action. You can see that last month in April, there was a low below $10 a barrel, very extreme, and futures have been recovering since. As for momentum, RSI is lifting up out of the bear support power zone. As for any timing to look at, I'll get to that in a moment. Now here's the same price action on a weekly chart, so each candlestick representing 1 week of price action. Same thing, we've got this low that was formed at 650. Futures are recovering. RSI is lifting up out of the bear support power zone. And RSI is also displaying a disconnect between price and momentum that fed into the upside that we're seeing here. Could there be more upside? Well, for that, let's take a look at the daily chart. Here's the daily chart of CL. And this is the chart on which I did my analysis for the latest skinny market outlook on oil futures. And when I published that, I talked about futures likely recovering back to the key 24.93 low, and then I get into what will happen if futures continue above it. So I want to bring your attention now to the fact that that level has been reached. And then you can check your skinny on oil and the skinny market outlook for what is likely to unfold next, depending on how price behaves at this old low. Now, something that is occurring alongside this price action is in momentum. There's a disconnect between price and the RSI power zones that actually might hint at further downside. And I detail this signal in the 4 zones RSI coverage system. Now, as for market timing, so the more important market timing to look at is out in the summer, and I have the specific date for that in the skinny markets outlook. So I wanted to bring your attention to this critical juncture. Really, it's important that oil is trading back at this old low with momentum behaving the way it is. And what happens here between price and momentum will then dictate how we apply timing next. So keep a very close eye on oil futures, not only if you trade them, but if you're following the broad market in general, because oil is a huge influencer of what goes on with the broad market and ultimately stocks. And keep an eye on how price behaves around this 24.93 level. Are we able to sustain a close above? Meaning, do we close above today and tomorrow? Or does price start falling back lower, in which case we would look for another downside target, either ahead of April's low or even potentially beyond it. Catch you next time. You can sign up at himareddy.com/gift to get my hot, timely, actionable updates as soon as I publish right to your inbox.